The parents rallied in downtown Chicago yesterday against the potential regulation that many believe is government overreach.
As leaders and legislators, you must not demonize and criminalize parents who take up the mission to homeschool.
This bill is a pipeline to the criminal justice system for parents.
It is obvious the legislators are more focused on penalizing our parents. Nowhere in this bill are they focusing on how to support our kids in need.
Lisa DiMucci is an Illinois homeschool parent and a member of Moms for Liberty and joins me now. Lisa, good morning to you. Thank you so much for hopping on. So that was a pretty remarkable moment that took place in downtown Chicago yesterday, where parents and lawmakers came together to rally against this legislation. And one of those lawmakers is LaShawn Ford, who's a Democrat in the Illinois House of Representatives. He's the one that said this bill is a pipeline to the criminal justice system for parents. So can you tell us more about this legislation and what it would do to homeschooling parents if it passes?
So this legislation is the first bill that would ever be passed out of all 50 states that would criminalize parents for not filing a declaration form, which is a form that is to be filled out at the beginning of the year. Stating many facts that maybe the parents don't want the government knowing about their children. But the first state to criminalize as a misdemeanor and with possible jail time. And if your children don't have another spouse living at the home, they could be put into temporary foster care.
So Lisa,
it's a little far of an outreach.
Yeah,
for a bill
if you homeschool your kids, and so if you don't sign this piece of paper, you could go to jail. Is that right?
This is what it says.
That's
yes.
what it says.
We have a lot on our plate.
Yeah, clearly.
Yes, we have a lot on our plate.
Just look at this. The state of Illinois and their education record right now, 38% of fourth graders and 30% of eighth graders are proficient in math. 32% of fourth graders and 33% of eighth graders are proficient in reading. So when you talk to lawmakers who support this bill and say, why should I allow a state who is currently failing our students and have been doing so for years have any say in how I educate my child, what do they say?
They say it's a simple form and that they are regulating our children through our public school system by filling out the form, and we are enrolling our kids into the public school. And I don't understand this because I'm choosing to not put my children in the public school because I really would like and want to make sure that in our family, we know how to read, we know how to write, and we know how to do math. We know a foreign language. These things are very important in our family, and they might not be getting it at the public school down the street.
Yeah, and what are the chances this bill passes, Lisa? And has J.B. Pritzker weighed in, the governor there, weighed in on this and said anything about it?
Well, we'll just have to see. I feel it's moving fast. There's a lot of people against it, and there's a lot of people for it. So time will tell.
Yeah, and homeschooling has increased since the pandemic. That's something that Representative Ford said yesterday, especially among the Black community, from 3% to 17%, because homeschool classrooms never shut down, but public school classrooms in Illinois certainly did. Lisa DiMucci, we will be following the story. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.